and then I'll tell you what to do with this when we get inside. Okay, so your bell ringer today is to draw a face on the template provided, just what you think would be either structurally correct or just whatever you want, as long as there's a face on the head. You have about 10 minutes? 5 minutes? Go ahead.
What kind of nose is that? Yeah, that's not shadow. The mouth is like right above the ears.
I'm not doing my hair yet.
Okay, that's kind of coming along.
Okay. Does anyone feel comfortable showing your drawing to the class? Okay. Yes.
See you later.
Can you explain your process?
This is my face.
What's going on?
This is my face. There's a cross under its left eye.
Why across?
His name?
Yeah.
Fred.
Fred.
When do you think about doing the hair?
I don't know. I was trying to go through a little process, but I was like, nah, it looks bad, so I'm just gonna like do that a little bit. Did a little beard to match mine that I have right now. And yeah, my nose right there. Basically my nose. And the eyes look a little bit creepy because all has a pencil. And the eyebrows, yeah. It's my face.
Remember, not everyone's going to look as amazing as his. Some people
Okay,
are more advanced.
okay.
But you know, everyone has their own, like, you take your own time. I've been drawing for years, and it takes me a long time to get to the style that I have. Meanwhile, my sister can bust that style out in 2 seconds without trying. Everyone has a different pace, everyone has a different style, and everyone has different situations and what's going through their mind as they're drawing.
Nice.
So does anyone else want to share their face?
I want to see Andrew's. I want to do mine because mine's awesome.
All right.
This is mine. You like that?
That's lovely.
It's lovely, look. I tried. Okay, so I just went for a girl that I seen off with The Sims. Don't judge me. And, yeah. So I started off with the eyebrows because I feel like the eyebrows are the more main important thing in the feature of the face.
Right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, me too.
It is. And then I went from the eyebrows to the mouth because the mouth has to match with the eyebrows to me. I don't know why. Right here with this part. Then my dad basically taught me the rest of this stuff is with the dimension, like making it more, after you draw everything, you make the dimension afterwards. I don't know, that's what he told me. Probably not, it's okay. And then, yeah, this is Gabby.
It's dope.
She's supposed to look that sad.
Yeah, she's the best.
That was lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all gonna clap for me.
I clap for you.
Awesome.
I clap for you.
I clap for you.
Don't be a
Oh,
Mugshot.
Yeah.
bruh. My mugshot.
So like how I started it is that I divided the face in half, and then like in 3, go like this way. So the mouth, and then the nose, and then the eyes, and the eyebrows just kind of like,
Right.
you know where they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rest of it just came out.
Can you bring it over here? I wanna see it.
Yeah.
Alright. So, while I am teaching you how to structure a face, I still have struggles with it myself, which is fine. You're always going to have struggles with things that you do, especially stuff like this, when it's really just, art doesn't have a grade. You can't like say, oh, that's better than this, because that's your opinion.
Right.
So, try not to judge each other's art. So, we're going to start with
Disturbing.
kind of guidelines, like Lexi did. You kind of just draw a cross towards the
Instead of plus sign.
yeah, just a big plus sign.
It doesn't matter, cross, plus, excluding.
I have a
Try to
question.
get the center of it towards the center of the face, or where you would like your general nose area.
Oh wait, never mind. Wait, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see what you do.
Can you see this right now? And then I personally draw realistic faces, and I start with the eyes. So we're gonna ignore everything that I do normally, and we're gonna try to draw a realistic face.
Let's do your cartoon, it's really good. I like
Would y'all prefer me to do a
Yeah.
cartoon?
Yes,
Yeah.
please teach us how to do that.
I'm just curious, that's what I don't get to do.
Okay, let's do my normal cartoony style. It's gonna be a little hard with the base, but I'll draw a second one next to it to show you my actual process. So I usually just start with the eyes, and when you're drawing circles, it's really hard to do this and
Right,
just on the board.
right.
So my recommendation when you're starting out is to circle above and do it like that. That's a trick I learned from
Yo, that's nice.
the creator of Fairly Odd Parents and David Fanson with Chartman. So start above and circle
Oh, too
onto the
good.
page.
I tried.
Whoa, that's
And it
nice.
doesn't have to be perfect.
And-
And especially do not dig your pencil onto the page. That's really going to make it permanent and hard to erase.
Is it in like the corners or what? Like the circles, where are we drawing them?
For the eyes.
For the eyes, dog.
Oh, they have to be that big?
Oh, that would be good.
For cartoons, yeah, they're pretty big.
So
Yeah.
is this right here good?
Oh, okay, okay.
It's kind of light, I don't know if you can see, is that good?
If that's what you want it to be, absolutely, yes.
Awesome.
It looks like SpongeBob.
I can also teach you how to draw SpongeBob if you would like.
You already taught me.
That's how Bailey a lot of that. So for my eyes, I just do circles and then more circles for pupils, like this. And still, while it is cartoony, it does follow the general structure of a face, because cartoons are fun, but they still gotta have their nose and eyes and mouths in the right places. When you're structuring a realistic face, you kind of have to make sure the top of the ears line up with the bone of your eyebrow. But here, it doesn't matter because we're doing cartoons, so that's okay. And the bottom of the ear generally lines up with the corner of your lip, which is fun little tricks to help you draw faces more proportionally if you'd like to do that. I keep knocking this down. So, I do noses like last-ish. So, what emotion do you think this guy should have?
Happy?
Happy?
Yes.
No,
No,
terrified.
no, yeah.
Terrified.
creepy.
Terrified?
Creepy. No, creepy.
Creepy?
Creepy.
We can make him a creep.
Yes.
If we're gonna make him a creep, we have to let's make the eyes muted. Like this.
Wait, angry or sad?
Just, doesn't matter. The angry kind of creep, like Bailey wants. We're gonna kind of like, do your eyebrow like this. And it's like a really loose check mark.
So it's like a check mark?
Yeah, like a really wide, loose check mark for an eyebrow. But if we want to make him, do you want him to be a dude or like a creepy chick?
Creepy chick.
Creepy chick? Alright, we're going to keep the eyebrows like that then. If we were doing a guy, we could do this and then add the top part to make it more manly looking. And then you would have little hairs right there. But since she is a girl, we're going to assume that she practices hygiene of her face and plucks her eyebrows. So we're going to do that, and then for the other eyebrow, we don't want to make her look just angry, so we're going to kind of move that one up a little bit. Not like that. That looks dumb. We can kind of do this. This one should be a little longer.
Don't look at me like that.
That's not really angry.
Oh, I kinda like, that's kinda confused. It looks dope though.
We can make her creepy also. So, since it is a female, typically in cartoons, the girls have eyelashes and the guys don't.
Right.
Realistically, every single human has eyelashes unless you have some accident you don't have.
Yeah.
So, for girls, depending on how fancy I want them to be, that depends on how many eyelashes they get. For example, I only get 2, while my sister who does her makeup gets like 4. So you want her to be fancy or no?
Fancy?
It's only a tad bit.
Medusa type.
Let's do like a really intense 3.
Oh,
They kind of follow the eyelid.
so I don't
Kind of follow it and go out and get shorter as you go in. Now on the thing, or on the paper, earrings, like hoop earrings and stuff that come off the ear, I have a lot of practice. So So they kind of, that's an ear. They start about here on the top, and they wrap around and stop behind it. So that it actually looks like they're going around. And the same goes for the bottom. You don't have to draw the dot, this is just showing you. Dot here, and then it will go round. And typically they go towards you like that. It hooks like this. But it kind of depends on the angle of the ear. So earrings differ. Especially on what kind they are. So like afro, sideburns. Women have sideburns. They're not as common as men, and some women shave them off. But even the little dangly hairs y'all have right here, I kind of like sideburns. I don't have long hairs. So let's kind of, it'll start right here with like a little corner. And we're going to assume that she had it cut recently. We're going to put a little square off right there. Which isn't typical for women, but, because usually they have the diamond shape or the point. But for example, as messy as my hair is, my head shape and the way my hair grows, I cannot have it in the point. So you gotta think about that when you're drawing people, like how does their hair look, where does it grow, how is it different than others, stuff like that. So we do it on the other side. Okay, so I think I've explained everything I can to you. We have about 5 minutes left. So you're gonna complete this exit ticket. And on the square, you're going to write something that you learned. On the circle, you're going to write something that like you have questions about. And on the triangle, there's going to be 3 points that you will remember from here, or you remember from the lesson. You hand this to me on your way out.